I don't like. I can't really think of any like. I can't. I don't have a big like or like a big mistake or like.
Really, like, okay, so let's say you had a perfect year, apparently. Think of like two minor mishaps, let's say. Just two things you would have done differently.
Oh, I do have one. Uh, Shoot. I have two actually. Okay. So the first mistake that I made, I procrastinated on getting my books, and I realized that the books are a lot cheaper than when they're not in the bookstore. And so, wait, is that bad to say?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Shit, I'll start over.
Just,
Okay,
you can say whatever you want.
so one of the first mistakes I made was I was procrastinating on buying my books, and I like waited till the last day before class and ended up having to buy most of them in the bookstore. And I realized that I could have saved over $250 if I would have went elsewhere. Um,
Same.
the other big mistake probably was I had come in with an AP credit for an econ course, and they kind of said that I should take the principles of econ class and that it would benefit me in the future. And I took the class, and I'm taking the class just based off of the recommendation, and I definitely should have skipped that class. And I feel like I kind of wasted the class period because I could have went to one of the higher levels and actually utilized my college credits coming
Hey, that's pretty good if those are the only two mistakes. I feel like.
in. Well, there was